Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a combo of my February and March products that I'm loving. It's all beauty products this time. And I thought that I would kind of combine it all in one video, as well as some new launches, some that I've tested, some that some that I have not. So it's kind of like a hodgepodge video. It's like some new stuff, some first impressions, some favorites, it's everything. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. Let's get started first with a gloss that I talked about in my spring launches video. I basically did a makeup tutorial showing a ton of different new spring colors or launches. And the Clé de Peau Radiant Lip Gloss, Pink Aura, was my standout favorite. These lip glosses are so creamy, hydrating, smooth. I mean, they're sticky in the way that your hair will stick to them, but they don't feel tacky or sticky. Your lips will kind of move around nicely. Now, the downside to that is the color doesn't last forever. This is something you have to reapply. But I like it because I know a lot of you have kind of messaged me over the years and you like a lip gloss, but you're not looking for your lips to look necessarily like wet. You don't want like a MAC lip glass look where it's like really thick and wet. And you just kind of want like a little bit of a shine. This is that. It's a very understated, elegant shine to the lips. And this color specifically is gorgeous. Next is a foundation that I have been loving. As I said before, my skin is kind of all over the place. Is it normal? Is it dry? Is it oily? Who knows? Every day, something different. I'm like, oh, it's a little shiny today. The next day, it's super dry. That's just postpartum hormones for you. So I have been kind of trying to just figure it out as best I can, but I've been going back to the Tom Ford Traceless Stick Foundation. I have it in the shade 1.5 Cream. This gives significant coverage, but what I love about the coverage that it gives is you can sheer it out or build it up. It's not a foundation where it's too heavy and you're just like, I feel like I'm wearing a mask. If you apply too much, yes. I have found that I don't love to stripe it directly onto the skin. Sometimes I do if I'm in a real rush, but sometimes I'll just take my beauty blender and kind of work off the stick onto my skin, because I find that once it's on the skin, it'll move around slightly, but it's not incredibly emollient. It's not like a really creamy, almost greasy stick foundation. It really it gives like a natural finish to the skin. Somewhat, I wouldn't say dewy, I would say more of a fresh face finish somewhat, but it's very long wearing. It basically looks like your skin's been airbrushed. The color is a perfect match for me. I love the formula. It tends to work whether my skin is oily or dry, and that's what I love. I love that it's for oily or dry skin, and I've worn it when my skin is both, and it works perfectly. Next, let's talk about a nail polish that I love. I used to test out tons of different nail polishes each season. I would buy whatever fun colors are out, and then I just got to a point where I just wanted to wear the colors that I like to wear. And I prefer opaque whitish pink. So not too pink and not too white. I like it to be right in the middle. I don't like sheer nail colors. I like them to be opaque. And this one by OPI, Infinite Shine 2, it's Pink PM. I bought it at Sally's. And what I think I'll do is maybe on Insta Stories, I will show my top 7 or 8 kind of opaque nude whitish pink nail polishes that I rotate between that I really enjoy. And this one in particular, I just keep going back to over and over again. Not that I find that it's long wearing or anything's extra, fabulous about it, but the color is almost exactly the perfect whitish pink that I found. There's another one, I think it's called Room Service. Is it Room Service by SE or OPI? I don't know. Tune into my Insta Stories. I will do it in like the next day or so, and I will show my favorite kind of opaque nail polish colors that are in that similar color family. Okay, everything is like all spread out at my table. What is my favorites and what is not? Okay. Next, the By Terry Game Changer, or Game Lighter Palette. Game Changer palette. It's a game changer though, because it's in my favorites video. The Game Lighter palette in the neutrals. It's what I have on my eyes today. What I really love about this palette more than anything, the shimmers in it are really a nice medium shimmer. And I say medium because they're not incredibly like a disco ball on the eye, and they're not extremely subtle where, you know, it's a little bit of nothing. And I love that they're in between some matte colors. Let me show you some of the shimmer colors. Very, very subtle. I mean, you can definitely see there is some shimmer, but it's not exceptionally, you know, over the top shimmer. I have been really loving, and then the matte colors are really beautiful. And I have been wearing, let me show you. There's the fourth one right here. I've been wearing this combo together, or this one as well. This pink one, I don't wear the pink on my eyes, so that's the only one that kind of is not a win for me. But I kind of wear all these four and just absolutely love them. Let me just do a quick swatch of some of the matte shades so you can see what that looks like. Okay, I just did some quick swatches of the matte shades. You may look at that and say, that's underwhelming. It's not really that pigmented. And that's why I like it. I like it because it's not every eyeshadow palette that I wear I want to be super intense. I don't want them to be MAC or NARS colors. I sometimes just want a medium pigmentation, something easy to work with, something easy to blend, and the colors look beautiful on my eyes. Also, can we talk about something? I never like the little brushes that come in the palettes. Who does? I mean, they're like throwaway. It's a little brush or it's an applicator and it's junk. Nope, this is not. This little brush on the side, the little fluffy part, is the best lid brush. I have been using it for this palette and for other palettes that I have. I don't know, it's this great shape. It's a little long, but it's kind of firm, and then it has like this angled brush on the other side, which is whatever. I don't really use that as much, but I really love that. So that's a win for the palette as well. So I'll give you another close-up look of it. It's gorgeous. You can create so many different looks with this. You can just, what I like to do sometimes is just blend 2 or 3 colors together to create some random color. And I like that they all kind of work together for that. And you guys know I love By Terry. One of my favorite brands. Speaking of another eyeshadow palette that I love, now this is much stronger in the shimmer, and it's the Laura Mercier Clay eyeshadow palette that I've talked about before. I've worn in videos, I've talked about it, and it has 3 shimmer shades and then 2 more matte shades, and this is a little bit shimmery. And then this is a setting powder for the eyeshadow. I thought it was for the face, because it said setting powder, and I was like, oh, it comes with a little face powder. It's for the eyeshadows to set them, to have them last longer. Full disclosure, I didn't know that. I didn't use it as that, and my eyeshadows last fine. I put them over my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and they last all day. So I didn't even need this setting powder, and I've been loving it on my skin. It gives a gorgeous kind of airbrushed, blurred imperfections look. Whatever. If it works, it works. It's powder. Just because it says it's for the eyes, it's not going to like hurt your skin. It's not like making me break out or, you know, hurting my skin in any way. To me, it's like a powder is a powder. You use eyeshadows as blushes, blushes as eyeshadows. But this palette in particular, I have just been going back to this copper color in the middle. The only color that I have not really been wearing is this shimmery black on this side, but you could use it as a liner. Every other color in this palette I use regularly. I kind of blend these 2 in the crease. This one is a great highlight color. I go between these 2 on the lids, this on my face, and this is a limited edition palette, but I was hesitant to put it in my favorites, but it has truly been a favorite, and I believe it's still available. So if you're thinking about this palette, I would pick it up because, like I said, it is limited edition, I think. Yes. Oh, one more favorite, and then we will move on to the favorites. It's kind of small this month, but I do have some other things to show you. Like I said, some new launches. The Obagi Nu-Derm Expo Forte. I talked about this in my skin store video a long time ago, and they had introduced me to a bunch of different cosmeceutical brands, and Obagi was one of the ones that I wanted to try, and I fell in love with this product. So it's a daytime exfoliator. I will not be using this going into summer because I don't want to be using a strong exfoliator when I'm out in the sun during the day when it's trying to erase sun damage and help with texture, and then I'm out in the sun. It kind of it doesn't make any sense, especially when I be out in the sun for a good portion of the, warmer weather. But it is for the daytime. So I like to use this in the fall and in the winter and obviously into the early spring. It's an exfoliator that I wear over top of my serum, but before I put on my SPF. And it is something that you should work up to. Just see if your skin can handle it using every day. I didn't find that my skin was peeling with it, but I have read some reviews that people said they used it for a couple days in a row and their skin was beginning to peel a bit. So you may need to work up to it. I didn't need to work up to it. For me, I find that it just, by the end of the day, typically my skin feels a little bit bumpy, a little bit, haggard. Your makeup's been all day, maybe you're a little dehydrated. But when I have this on, my skin feels smoother by the end of the day. It's absolutely like mind-blowing. And I like that it just adds a little bit of that exfoliation into the daytime, and it really helps to resurface the skin. I have seen a slight fading in some pigmentation issues that I've been having because I've been consistent with this, wearing it every single day, but you have to wear an SPF with it, obviously. It's an exfoliating product. I mean, if you're gonna be inside, no, I wouldn't necessarily wear an SPF with it, but if you're gonna be outdoors, and then I would stop this come summertime. All right, let's move on to some new launches. Okay, cleanser lovers, gather round. I have found another cleanser for us to obsess over. You know what? I forgot to get the PR sheet for this and see exactly when it launches. So I'll try to find that. And if it is available now, I'll link it. And if not, I'll try to find the information of when it launches because you're going to want this. Kate Somerville, Cold Cream Moisturizing Cleanser and Makeup Remover. Do you see that lusciousness? Do you see how fluffy, gorgeous, rich, and creamy that is? This is, if you get nothing else out of this video, buy this cleanser. It's glorious. I have been using it. I've just tried it a few times because it just got sent to me. From the first night I used it, I thought to myself, first of all, cold cream. Will I need a washcloth to remove it? Is it going to emulsify? How well is it going to remove my makeup? Sure, it's going to be moisturizing, but I've got all those other factors to get through. I did not need a washcloth, but you can use one with it. It emulsified beautifully. It got off every last stitch of makeup, and my skin felt more hydrated and moisturized than many of my oil cleansers, and that is saying a lot. This is fluffy, moisturizing, like just wonderfulness in a jar. I immediately put this on and I was like, I have to talk about this in my next video. You guys are going to go bananas crazy. Have to put it on your radar if you are a cleanser fanatic like myself. This Cold Cream Moisturizing Cleanser and Makeup Remover. I think this would be good. Oily skin, dry skin. If you have skin, this would be great. But especially if you have dry skin, I think you will absolutely love it. All right, we've got some other things. I have some products from Urban Decay. They just sent the Hi-Fi Shine Glosses. They sent actually the entire collection, but I really wanted to show you them. This is, the first one was called Midnight Cowgirl. Oh, I haven't tried these before. Okay. Minty, kind of has a minty feeling. And the applicator is kind of cool. It's a doe foot, but very slim and very bendy. I like that. I don't like when a doe foot is too stiff. I like that this kind of like moves as I'm putting it on. Very minty, almost kind of has a plumping effect. Feels like it would have a plumping effect. It's sticky. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like the Clé de Peau. It wouldn't surprise me. Obviously, when you want really high shine, you're gonna get some sticky tackiness to it. But there is still some creaminess. It's not, it doesn't look like lacquer on the lips. This could be kind of pretty. I really like the color, however. This one as well, Fuel, was one of my favorites from, oh gosh. Oh, you guys, this color. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. What a gorgeous neutral. Okay. Well, if you don't like sticky glosses, this may not be for you, but that color is really stunning. So that is new from Urban Decay, as well as this. What is it called? I don't know. Back Talk. They had sent this to me and I was like, oh, another palette, another eyeshadow palette, another face palette. I'm drowning in them. And like I said, I really have pared down to like the things that I'll accept and test out because like I said, it's like palettes and more eyeshadows and more glosses and you can only test out so many things. I have to say though, I opened this up and I was like, ooh, that is so lovely. And first of all, the packaging, you know, we all are packaging junkies, I'm sure. But you open it up and on one side, it is the cheek colors, which look absolutely stunning. And a little matte, a little shimmery. I love that it has a mirror in the inside that you can remove and it just sticks back in. And then this side is a little more pinky, peachy, the eyeshadow colors. Pinky peachy. But we've got some browns over here. I'm really loving some of the colors over here. I will be doing a blog post, not a video, but a blog post of this review with swatches. So I'll have that up probably in the next week or two. So I would just check back there and I'll leave a link to my blog below so I can give you a full review on this. But I wanted to show this to you as kind of like a sneak peek. And another new launch that just arrived. You guys know I love my Aerin fragrances. I've talked before, Aerin Lauder. Her fragrances are some of the best floral scents that are not obnoxious. And I say that because I do not like floral scents. I like sweet scents. I like more rich scents, more citrusy, grapefruit, lemon, sweet, but I don't like floral. I don't like powdery scents. I feel like they smell very dated. They're just not, they're too feminine, too dainty. They're not for me. However, Aerin changed my mind with all of that by her first fragrance I tried, which was the Rose de Grace. That is the best rose fragrance, hands down, I've ever smelled. And since then, I've tried tons of her fragrances. I have them all sitting like right over here on my bookshelf. And every single one of them is floral, but she does floral the right way. And the Hibiscus Palm is no exception. The packaging is always gorgeous. I mean, this is what you want to have on your vanity. Yep, you do. Just line them up. I love how she puts like the different colors at the top here. I pulled it up online so I could get the exact notes in it. And it's lotus flower mixed with ylang and exotic ginger, coconut milk, vanilla, and musk. So that's probably why I'm liking it too. Because she's got the coconut milk, vanilla, and musk mixed with a little bit of a lighter floral. So what it does, it helps in my mind to like ground the florals and make them a little bit richer rather than that like too overly powdery, too florally scent that a lot of fragrances do wrong. So loving that one, the Hibiscus Palm. What else do we have here? I just wanted to show this to you. I really wanted to try the Benefit Bad Gal mascara, so I bought it. And then I was really excited to use it today for the video and give you my thoughts on it and whatnot, but I went to open it and there's no brush on it. What is going on? And then I thought to myself, is the brush separate? I'm confused. So I think this is just a broken one. So I'm going to take it back to Sephora and exchange it and hopefully give you my thoughts. I was like looking in the box here and I was like, the brush isn't separate, right? Anyone that's used this? Like, I'm not crazy. It should be in there. It probably just broke off or something. Well, that was disappointing. But I thought I would bring it up anyway. And I will show you that I'll be reviewing these on the blog. The new Chantek Eye Blushes. I mean, this packaging, guys. The boxes, hello, gorgeous. Of course, Chantek Eye. Chantek Eye and By Terry, both of them, like their just packaging is always fantastic and beautiful. So I'll be reviewing these blushes over on my blog, and I picked up 3 of them. She just makes some of the best cheek colors, and this one's called Laughter. It's a coral shade. They're small. They are somewhat pricey. The pigmentation is it's right where you need it to be. It's middle of the road. It's not too intense. It's not too sheer. I just have loved her blush colors for so many years, mainly because of the formula. They're very easy to apply and blend. Finally, I have some new products from Origins. I have not tested these out yet. And from the Mega Mushroom range that they have. This is the Mega Mushroom Relief and Resilience. So the Soothing Face Mask. We've got a Soothing Treatment Lotion, which would probably be like a toner or an essence. And then we've got the Advanced Face Serum. But what really, I get a lot of sometimes I get, you know, PR packages in the mail, and I don't always mention them on here because maybe I'm not excited about them, or I'm kind of like, I'm not really feeling it, or I don't want to review it at the time. But the reason why I opened this box and I thought to myself, I immediately want to talk about this, is because a lot of the products that I show are maybe anti-aging, they're hydrating, they are helping for retexturizing. This line is for resilience boosting, skin soothing, and skin calming. And I feel that's something that probably would benefit so many people, because I know I get a little bit red. I think everyone's skin could benefit from more calming, more soothing products, because we're obviously going at our skin with tons of really intense anti-aging products and different formulas and ingredients. But I thought it would really, I'll definitely be testing this, and I'll give you my thoughts when I have thoughts on the entire line. But I thought I would just put it on your radar. So if you are looking for products to help with kind of skin calming, skin soothing, and I also like that it's helping to make your skin more resilient and boost that aspect, I thought I would put this on your radar. I have heard wonderful things, though, about the Dr. Andrew Weil for Origins line, the Mega Mushroom line. Many of my readers have told me that it's one of their favorite lines in the ranges in the Origins line. All right, this video was super long, very rambly, but I kind of covered a bunch of different things. So make sure to check back on my blog for a review of the Urban Decay palette and the Chantek Eye Blushes, and everything else I will link below. If I do end up getting another one of these and I can get it with the actual brush on the end, I will let you guys know what I think about this Bad Gal Benefit Mascara. And I'll link everything I talked about down below, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.